Part 47. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 461. Boom. A shrill scream came out, and the two guest elders in the Wuxiang realm shouted. They were injured by Qin Feng, which made them not confident. Impossible, you are just an ant, I don't believe you can beat us. The two guest elders roared, and bursts of brilliance burst out in their eyes. Endless true energy surrounded them, and two fist pillars shook the sky and the earth, and once again blasted towards Qin Feng, who was sitting in the palace. These two punches were too powerful. They mobilized all the true energy in their bodies, and the power was shaking the sky, and the wind and waves of energy that spread out almost raised the entire palace to the ground. Noisy. Qin Feng frowned slightly. He raised his hand and poured out the tea in his hand. At this moment, the tea turned into a silver dragon, under the blessing of the Nine Forbidden. It burst out with a terrifying momentum, and in an instant, it swooped down between heaven and earth, with extremely amazing power, and even faintly heard the might of a dragon's roar, which was unstoppable. Puff, puff. The silver dragon transformed by this tea was too powerful. Under the blessing of the Nine Forbiddens, it had an aura of supremacy. In an instant, the silver dragon killed the two guest elders in the Wuxiang realm in the void and turned them into two corpses. In the palace, everyone was shocked. They were stunned. The two beings in the Wuxiang realm were killed by Qin Feng with a bowl of tea. It was unbelievable. Two bastards actually wanted to attack Mr. Qin. They really don't know how to live or die. Drag them down to feed the dogs. The seventh prince of Yanyun was very dissatisfied. Qin Feng was his distinguished guest. The two guest elders actually wanted to kill Qin Feng. They really overestimated their own abilities. I didn't rule my subordinates strictly and caused such a joke. I hope Brother Qin won't blame me. Yanyun said to Qin Feng with a smile. His attitude was extremely sincere. He didn't have the slightest dissatisfaction because Qin Feng killed his people in his palace. He had always wanted to win over Qin Feng. If Qin Feng was dissatisfied because of the attitude of those two people, it would really be a loss. At this moment, the other guest elders in the palace were silent, and they understood Yan Yun's position in an instant. The master wanted to win over Qin Feng, so he stood on Qin Feng's side. So some guest elders who were not clear about the reason did not dare to speak rudely and provoke Qin Feng. The fate of the two guest elders just now was still vivid, shocking them. Come on, give Mr. Qin another cup of tea. As the hall calmed down, Qin Feng and others continued the previous topic. Brother Yan, let's continue the previous topic. What do you think of my proposal? Okay, I will gather people and accompany Brother Qin on a trip. Finally, Yan Yun calmed down and decided to follow Qin Feng to Duan Mu's house. Seventh Prince, you need to think twice about this matter. Some elders have learned their lesson. They no longer speak loudly, but instead transmit a message to the seventh prince. In their opinion, they should not offend the Duan Mu family for Qin Feng. Short-sighted, do you know who Qin Feng is? The seventh prince of Yanyun took a sip of tea and shouted inconspicuously. Isn't Mr. Qin your friend? Friend, it would be great if he was really my friend. He is from the Suzaku Holy Land. Suzaku Holy Land? Qin Feng? Holy Son Qin Feng. Some guest elders suddenly realized that Qin Feng was not just a young man with strong combat power. Behind him stood a very terrifying force, the ancient Holy Land of Yanbei, the Suzaku Holy Land. If they could get the support of Qin Feng, they might get the support of the entire Suzaku Holy Land. By then, great things could be expected in Yanyun. The seventh prince is thoughtful. I really admire him. The guest elder who just sent the message suddenly realized that there was an ancient Holy Land behind Qin Feng. If he could gain the friendship of the other party, it would undoubtedly be of great help to Yan Yun. Do you think that's all? I tell you, Qin Feng killed Duan Muchong by himself and killed most of the elders of the Duan Mu family. Yan Yun sent the message again, and he said why he was willing to follow Qin Feng to clean up the Duan Mu family. At this moment, the Duan Mu family, except for a few people, is no longer a concern. At this moment, it is time to wipe out the Duan Mu family, and then take over the blank after the Duan Mu family's power retreated, as well as the financial and material resources of the Duan Mu family. This is the real fortune that Qin Feng told him, that even if only 2 major royal families stand on his side, he has the strength to rival the 3 major royal families. There is no time to lose. You must gather your people and we are ready to go. Qin Feng set the tone for this appraisal. The longer the night, the more dreams there are. If other royal forces react, the prey that the 7th prince can eat will be much less. Soon after, Yan Yun's residents gathered a large number of people and rushed to the Duan Mu family. The Duan Mu family is located in the eastern suburbs, covering an extremely vast area, with rockery and flowing water, pavilions, and towers. It is an extremely rich family at first glance. At this time, there was a great shock in the outside world. There were originally countless spies who were paying attention to the every move of the 7th Emperor's mansion. At this moment, when they saw Yan Yun with many masters descending over the Duan Mu family, they instantly caused an uproar. Who are you? Do you also have the right to barge in here? Several high-ranking officials flew into the air, their words were cold and murderous, and they questioned Qin Feng on the dragon horse in the front. Qin Feng held the 6-Dao immortal sword in his hand. His black hair was like a waterfall. Under the reflection of the dragon horse and dragon energy, he looked like a holy king, full of terrifying murderous intent. One of the cultivators of the Duan Mu family, holding the immortal weapon, pointed at Qin Feng from a distance and scolded, "Do you know where this place is? You are just barging in. You don't know how to live or die. Are you saying that you don't know how to live or die?" Qin Feng's eyes condensed, and he slashed forward with the 6-Dao immortal sword in his hand. A dazzling blade light shook the world, like a red dragon rising across the sky. With a puff, the cultivator in the Wuxiang realm was killed on the spot by Qin Feng. In the void, he and the weapon in his hand were shattered into powder, leaving nothing behind. At this moment, the cultivators of the Duan Mu family were all stunned. Countless people changed color in an instant and went to the hall to report. At this time, the Duan Mu family also caused an uproar. The head of the family brought a large number of elders to ambush and kill Qin Feng, but they died directly. Moreover, a large number of elders fled directly from the Duan Mu family, which caused great damage to the Duan Mu family. When Qin Feng and his team arrived, the deputy head of the Duan Mu family was gathering people and discussing in the hall to avenge the head of the family. At this time, a spy broke into the hall. Report, something bad has happened, the enemy is coming to kill us. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 462. In the palace of the Duan Mu family, countless elders gathered here to discuss matters. Duan Muchong, the head of the dignified Duan Mu family, was killed in public, which made them lose face. If the murderer cannot be put to death, then how can the Duan Mu family have the dignity to call themselves the 8 royal clan, and how can they have the dignity to establish themselves in the capital? They gathered their troops and sent out spies to find out about Qin Feng, preparing to find Qin Feng and kill him to avenge the family head. At this moment, the deputy head of the Duan Mu family, Duan Muleng, who was sitting on the throne, had a cold look in his eyes. As the deputy head of the Duan Mu family, Duan Muchong was dead, so he would naturally have to take charge and stabilize the morale of the army. Anyone can cause chaos, but only one can. He can't be messy. Why are you panicking? Who is coming to kill you? Duan Muleng scolded, looking very majestic. As long as he can avenge his brother, then he can naturally become the next head of the Duan Mu family. It was the seventh Prince Yanyun who led a large number of troops to kill, and the person leading the attack was the same person who killed the family leader. The person who made the report was kneeling on the ground, his face extremely pale, his whole body trembling, and he did not dare to look directly into the cold eyes of the deputy head of the family. What? As soon as these words came out, the faces of countless elders in the Duanmu family's main hall suddenly changed. The person who killed their family leader actually dared to knock on their door. This really made them angry. Seventh Prince, are you bullying our Duanmu family? Even if our Duanmu family suffers a slight loss, not everyone can bully and offend us. The seventh Prince Yanyun is really too bullying. Sun Yan's voice came from the elders of the Duanmu family. Countless elite monks gathered together and rose into the air under the leadership of the deputy head of the family, Duanmu Leng. The other party killed their family head and beheaded their heir apparent, yet he still dared to appear in front of them, just in time to save them from searching for the other party to seek revenge. Seventh Prince, what do you mean? Duanmu, the deputy head of the Duanmu family, looked at the people in front of him coldly and said, his powerful aura was revealed, and he was at the peak of the nine formless heaven. Your prince wanted to rob a common girl, and even tried to kill 5 friends. Naturally, I will come with my friends to seek justice. The seventh Prince Yan Yun's hair was dancing, his eyes were extremely sharp, and surrounded by many masters, his expression was calm and calm. Qin Feng is going to give him a chance, and he will naturally seize this opportunity. Once he destroys the Duanmu family, his strength will be greatly increased, and he can also gain the friendship of Qin Feng's Suzaku Holy Land, which is only profitable for him. No compensation. Seventh Prince, are you forcing my Duanmu family to form an alliance with the second prince? The deputy head of the Duanmu family was fierce in appearance, and with a wave of his hand, countless elders and monks around him all took out their weapons, with murderous intent. Master Qin is my friend. To offend your Duanmu family for my friend, in my opinion, everything is worth it. The seventh Prince Yan Yun looked cold. He and his trusted elders all stood on Qin Feng's side and decided to advance and retreat with him. Seeing this scene, Qin Feng's heart moved slightly. He saw everything the seventh Prince Yan Yun did. This man was indeed a good person and worthy of his friendship. Brother Yan, you don't need to take action for the time being. I can just handle this matter myself. Qin Feng smiled slightly. He rode the dragon horse forward for more than 10 meters and looked down at the elder monks of the Duanmu family alone. They were extremely powerful. As soon as Qin Feng's voice came out, the people brought by the seventh prince and everyone in the Duanmu family were all stunned. Qin Feng actually wanted to fight against these masters of the Duanmu family alone, which shocked them extremely. Boy, are you out of your mind? You want to destroy our Duanmu family, you are really wishful thinking. You bastard, you dare to challenge our Duanmu family, I think you don't even know how to write the word death. The elders and elites of the Duanmu family were all extremely angry. A mere ant from the 4th level of the Divine Light could actually despise the Duanmu family. They really didn't know how to live or die. You're just a kid who shines in the 4th heaven, I can kill you by myself. A young monk looked at Qin Feng and shouted, he is in the 1st level of Wuxiang. It is indeed very good to reach such a state at his age. It is a pity that he met Qin Feng. Really? Do you think you can kill me? Qin Feng's eyes were focused. He was murderous and his eyes were sharp, like a god of war. As soon as these words came out, the disciple who just spoke was frightened. He suddenly remembered that his eldest son was killed by the other party. The prince, Duanmyuk, was in the formless state and was killed. The opponent's strength was by no means as simple as it seemed on the surface. As for the killing of Duanmuchang, many people believed that it should be the strong men under Yan Yun who did it. Boy, I'm afraid you don't know how powerful our Duanmu family is. The monk who just spoke changed his color. It would be too embarrassing if he just backed down, he said with a stiff neck. Qin Feng's murderous intention was very strong. He stared at the monk in front and said, "A mere Duanmu family is not worthy of being looked down upon by me." As Qin Feng's words fell, he stepped on the immortal step, turned into a stream of light, and slashed out the six paths immortal sword in his hand. In an instant, a red sword light appeared in the void, and the sword light swooped down like a red dragon. Puff! The monk was shocked into blood mist by Qin Feng on the spot, and even his weapons were turned into powder, leaving nothing behind. Countless young monks behind them all changed their colors, and the expressions of the elders and deputy head of the Duanmu family became extremely gloomy. "Boy, who are you? Why do you want to offend our Duanmu family?" The cold voice of the deputy head of Duanmu came. Until now, they still didn't know Qin Feng's true identity. After all, Duanmu Chu, as the eldest son of the Duanmu family, usually bullies men and dominates women, and does all kinds of bad things. However, due to the strong strength of the Duanmu family, few people dare to make trouble, so they can only swallow their anger. Now, Duanmuk, this cheating thing, has offended a very scary person, causing his father Duanmu Chong to fall into trouble, but they don't know each other's true identity. I offended your Duanmu family? How ridiculous! The heir apparent of your Duanmu family injured my apprentice, tried to rob my junior sister and maid, and even wanted to kill me. Who was offending whom? Qin Feng stood on the back of the dragon horse, his white clothes dancing, murderous intent rising into the sky, looking forward like a demon god. Behind him, Yan Yun, Sun Wuxian and others also came to the front to sweep the formation, while Zuck, Zhou Qing'er and others rode cranes and peacocks to watch the battle from a distance. No matter who you are, the Duanmu family is not a place for you to run wild. Even if you want to compete with our Duanmu family, don't overestimate your capabilities. Come and capture him. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 463. The deputy head of the Duanmu family had a serious expression on his face. Although Qin Feng refused to let Yan Yun's people help, he did not believe that Yan Yun and others would really sit back and watch. As the Duanmu family finished speaking, a strong man in the formless realm, with several elites, instantly surrounded Qin Feng and attacked him brazenly. Many magic weapons and weapons were displayed in the wind in the void, and they struck down towards Qin Feng, splitting the void in an instant. Puff! Qin Feng took action boldly, and the six immortal swords slashed out thousands of sword lights. The red sword lights were extremely sharp, splitting the void in an instant. The light of the sword slashed the sky and the earth, killing those elite monks in the void to death. Suppress and kill. The elite in the formless realm went all out, and a copper seal appeared above his head, with endless murderous intent. You have offended my Duanmu family. If you don't hide yourself quickly, you dare to show up here openly. You must kill them to show the prestige of the Duanmu family. The voice of the elite in the phaseless realm fell, and the copper seal directly turned into a giant 10 feet, like a small mountain, and went towards Qin Feng Zhen. Noisy. Qin Feng snorted coldly. He held the six paths immortal sword and slashed forward. The thick sword light suddenly split the void and bloomed with a terrifying red light. Boom! The six paths immortal sword slashed the sky and the earth, splitting open the bronze seal of the elites in the phaseless realm. A terrifying light flashed past, and the runes contained in the bronze seal were destroyed, turning into broken copper and iron in an instant. Falling into the void. Puff! The sword energy continued to move forward, and the body of the phaseless elite was split open in an instant, and he died on the spot. Dare you! Several elders wanted to stop him, but they were all too late. They could only watch helplessly as the elite monk died. Court death. At this time, a purple gold gourd appeared suspended over an elder's head, blooming with purple rays of light. A thick sword energy rushed out of the gourd's mouth, instantly disrupting the void. Call out. There was a huge roar in the sky, the sword energy roared, and a sound wave was sent out, turning into a killing disaster, shaking the earth and the earth. Clang. Qin Feng directly used the Six Paths Immortal Sword in his hand, which was a low-level earthly immortal martial art. The terrifying sword light instantly bloomed and merged with the heaven and earth. He suddenly slashed it down and scattered the sword energy into the void. Town. The old man reprimanded angrily again, and the purple gold gourd above his head shook violently. At this moment, 8 rays of sword light came out, and they charged forward, slashing the sky and destroying the earth. Why does it look so much like my immortal killing gourd? Zhou Qing'er, who was watching the battle, whispered in a low voice that the old man's purple gold gourd was actually a medium-grade weapon of immortal quality, very similar to her immortal killing gourd. The strength of the Dragon Boat Festival family was indeed extraordinary. Buzz. The void was glowing, and Qin Feng once again struck forward with 6 swords. The sword was indestructible, bursting out with red brilliance, interweaving qi and reason, and extinguishing the 8 sword lights in the void at once. The sword light from the purple gold gourd was also intertwined with energy and reason. However, under Qin Feng's blow, it spread all over the sky and disappeared without any ripples. All of this happened in the blink of an eye, and everyone who was paying attention to the scene was stunned. In just a few breaths, Qin Feng killed several elite monks from the Duanmu family, which made them terrified. And at this moment, the elder also took action, but he was completely unable to capture Qin Feng. This was really terrifying. Elder Sun's purple gold gourd is a medium-level weapon of immortal quality, but it can't defeat the opponent. The other party's background is absolutely extraordinary. Otherwise, it would be impossible for him to cross the realm and become invincible. Everyone in the Duanmu family exclaimed, with incredible looks in their eyes. The light of the purple gold gourd shot by Elder Sun was instantly destroyed by Qin Feng in the void, leaving them shocked and dumbfounded. Clang. Elder Sun of the Duanmu family rose up in the air, his steps were mysterious, and he was above Qin Feng in an instant. He transformed into the Dharma of heaven and earth and stepped towards Qin Feng. The heaven and earth of the Faxiang are like a holy mountain, suppressing Qin Feng. Purple gourds are suspended in the sky above the Faxiang, and purple energy and principles hang down, covering the sky and the earth. Brush. Qin Feng held the Six Paths Immortal Sword, which suddenly turned into a giant of dozens of feet, brushing across the sky like a red dragon, and used the reincarnation sword technique with the terrifying light of the sword. The dazzling sword light intertwined with the endless crimson glow, sweeping towards the sky, and suddenly covering the elder of the 6th level of the formless heaven. This was an extremely astonishing scene. Qin Feng used his sword to strike the Dharma image of heaven and earth. The sword's light swooped down like a sky-shattering dragon, instantly shattering the elder's Dharma image. Buzz. The purple gold gourd, spinning in the void, instantly turned into a huge mountain, and continued to suppress Qin Feng. The dazzling divine fire flowed, trying to refine Qin Feng into fly ash, with the potential to suppress the sun, moon, and stars. Cut. Qin Feng shouted loudly, and the sword light spread across the sky and the ground, and instantly collided with the purple gold gourd, cutting the purple gold gourd that was dozens of feet in length into 2 halves. Then, Qin Feng stepped on the immortal steps and escaped. His whole body was filled with endless golden clouds. The vision of the God King surrounded him. The golden light was bright. Even his hair was stained with a layer of light golden luster, extremely sacred. Just when he thought he had solved the purple gold gourd, the broken purple gold gourd did not lose its runes like the copper seal. Instead, there was an endless purple glow, like a purple divine fire, falling towards Qin Feng. Right where Qin Feng stood, the purple glow formed a world of its own, instantly enveloping Qin Feng in it. The next moment, the broken purple gold gourd suddenly closed and swallowed Qin Feng, and then countless purple divine flames burned, trying to refine Qin Feng directly into ashes. Elder Sun is mighty. Elder Sun is invincible. The people of the Duanmu family were overjoyed. This purple gold gourd made of fairy gold was so powerful that it was like a small world that was invincible and suppressed the world. What a terrifying weapon! I'm afraid Qin Feng is not going to make it. Yan Yun and some elders behind him all had gloomy faces, and many people exclaimed, all feeling that something was wrong. What should the seventh prince do? Beside Yan Yun, a guest elder showed an incredible look and asked Yan Yun in a voice transmission. This matter is related to his future fight for the throne. If Qin Feng dies here, there is no need to offend the Duanmu family for Qin Feng. Save Qin Feng first. Yan Yun hesitated for only a moment and immediately made a decision. Qin Feng is the son of the Suzaku Holy Land. If he dies here and he remains indifferent, it will inevitably make the Suzaku Holy Land dissatisfied. What's more, he thinks that this purple gold gourd is not enough to kill Qin Feng. Let brother Qin go. Yan Yun's eyes condensed, he held a handful of fairy gold and led everyone to move forward. At this moment, the purple gold gourd suddenly made a huge noise and twisted violently. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fa. Chapter 464. What's going on? What happened? The monks and elders of the Duanmu family were all dumbfounded and looked at the purple gold gourd in disbelief. At this time, the purple gold gourd made a loud noise and appeared irregularly distorted. This scene shocked them extremely. Qin Feng, who was in the gourd, wanted to get out. He shook the huge gourd wall and heard this ear-splitting metal trembling sound. You don't have to worry. The purple gold gourd you are holding is made of fairy gold. It is said that the other party is just a monk in the realm of divine illumination. Even if he is in the realm of formlessness, he can't get rid of this treasure of mine. At this moment, Elder Sun sneered again and again. He stroked his white beard and was extremely confident in his treasure. Duanmu Lang quickly ask your people to release Qin Feng. Qin Feng is the holy son of the Vermilion Bird Holy Land. If something happens to him here, you will bear the wrath of the Vermilion Bird Holy Land. Yan Yun felt that something was not going well, so he brought out the forces behind Qin Feng in order to make the people of the Duanmu family fearful. Why is he that Qin Feng? No wonder the other party can kill the prince and the head of the family. According to rumors, the other party can kill enemies across great realms. Is it so terrifying? Why did the holy son of the Suzaku Holy Land become enmity with our crown prince? The elites of the Duanmu family exclaimed, feeling that something was wrong. Many of them had heard of Qin Feng's reputation, but had never seen it before. At this moment, they found out that the person who was contained in the purple gold gourd was Qin Feng from the Suzaku Holy Land, which made the people of the Duanmu family a little commotion. Qin Feng's reputation has been unprecedented recently, and it has spread throughout Yanbei. Countless elite young people are paying more attention to it. Because Qin Feng is the same age as them, but is very strong, has created many miracles, and is invincible, they are not willing to provoke Qin Feng. Even if the other party is the holy son of the Suzaku Holy Land, he shouldn't provoke our Duanmu family. The deputy head of the Duanmu family looked very gloomy, his words were cold and his murderous intent was blazing. The Suzaku Holy Land is indeed very strong in Yanbei. However, the Duanmu family is not a vegetarian either. The other party has come knocking on their door. How can they compromise? At this time, the purple gold gourd that was originally violently twisted became quiet. At this moment, Elder Sun's face was filled with a cold smile. He activated the magic formula repeatedly, and endless divine flames surged out, trying to directly refine Qin Feng into ashes. Boom, boom, boom. At this moment, the movement of the purple gold gourd became even louder, with metallic vibrating sounds spreading out from it, like a god king, shaking the heaven and earth. Kaka. After ringing 9 times in a row, the purple gold gourd was quiet again for a moment, and then a more violent sound came out. Immediately afterwards, the purple gold gourd bloomed with brilliance, the gourd made of fairy gold suddenly collapsed, and Qin Feng rushed out with the six-path fairy sword. The purple gold gourd collapsed, and the fairy gold fragments penetrated the void. The light of the purple body flowed between the sky and the earth, and the tide of divine power was shaking like the vast sea. At this moment, Qin Feng seemed to be strolling in the courtyard. He stepped on the counter-immortal steps and rushed past. The 6 immortal swords slashed the place and instantly chopped off Elder Sun's head. This. Everyone in the Duanmu family gasped and were dumbfounded. The purple gold gourd that Elder Sun was so proud of was actually shaken by Qin Feng's bare hands. As a result, Elder Sun's mind was backlashed, and he froze on the spot and turned into a corpse. I've said it before, I don't look down on the Duanmu family. If you keep messing with me without any hesitation, you should be punished. Qin Feng's voice was cold, and his killing intent was endless. He was suspended in the sky, the vision of the God King surrounded his body, and the bright aura filled the air. Brush. At this time, the 8 elders of the Duanmu family who were in the phaseless realm walked forward together. They surrounded Qin Feng and wanted to join forces to kill him. Qin Feng, even if you are the holy son of the Suzaku Holy Land, but this time you took the initiative to come to our Duanmu family, our killing of you will be in vain. The murderous intentions of the 8 people were fully realized, and they took action together to kill Qin Feng, avenge their family head, and rectify the name of the Duanmu family. Boom! 8 weapons intertwined with dazzling blood light, filled with terrifying energy, instantly piercing the void, and endless ripples were sent out from the sky and the earth, absolutely terrifying. 6 paths of reincarnation. Qin Feng let out a soft roar. He stood on the back of the dragon horse and waved the 6-path sword in his hand. It was like opening the door to hell and suppressing it. The 8 elders were instantly frightened. They quickly retreated, trying to avoid its edge. However, the Samsara sword technique was so fast that they were enveloped by the Samsara sword technique before they could even exit. Boom! The 8 elders went all out, their divine power from the formless realm surged out, and the Dharma shook the heavens. Wuxiang dares to show off his power in front of me. Qin Feng sneered, he jumped up from the back of the dragon horse, swung the 6 paths immortal sword, and the Samsara sword technique under the blessing of the 9 forbiddens, directly killed 8 people into blood mist, which shocked everyone. Court death. Dare you? What the hell? The people of the Duanmu family were horrified, and more than a dozen figures came from the sky, all of them taking action against Qin Feng. At this moment, the Samsara sword technique slashed the sky and destroyed the earth, and enveloped these dozen monks. Then, a terrible scene happened. Qin Feng jumped up from the back of the dragon horse. He stepped on the immortal steps and used the 6 paths immortal sword to kill 10 people in the blink of an eye, causing them to die on the spot. Ah! Everyone screamed, this scene was too terrifying, almost all the elders who rushed towards them were wiped out. Only a few elders of the 8th and 9th heavens of the Wuxiang realm dragged half of their bodies and escaped. However, death was still waiting for them. Qin Feng stepped on the immortal steps, and under the blessing of the 9 forbiddens, he seemed to travel through time and space. His figure disappeared, and he came in front of the 2 people, strangled them in mid-air with the 6 Dao immortal swords, and blood rained. Hiss! Countless people gasped. This scene was too incredible. Qin Feng killed the enemy across a large realm. It was true. The cultivators of the Wuxiang realm had no power to fight back in front of Qin Feng, and were chopped off as easily as cutting melons and vegetables. Kill! Qin Feng moved forward again, and the moon rose above the sea of the God King's vision. The sea of divine power surged, and the waves swept across the sky, reflecting his God King in the world. Puff, puff, puff. He made a series of moves, and the 6 Dao immortal swords went forward unstoppable, blood splattered, and 4 more people fell into Qin Feng's hands. Buzz. Qin Feng's black hair was flying, his eyes were like a fire, and he was like a man in a deserted place. He killed dozens of people in a row, and instantly stunned all the strong men of the Duanmu family. All the people of the Duanmu family retreated in shock. They stared at Qin Feng, who was like a devil, and dared not approach. And the people brought by Yan Yun were also terrified. At this moment, they finally understood why their master respected Qin Feng so much. This boy was almost invincible. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 465. Kill. Qin Feng took action again, and the 6 paths of immortality slashed out dozens of feet of light, and the red sword light crossed the sky. As if he was in a deserted land, he killed the last elder of the Wuxiang 9th layer who surrounded him, and suppressed Duanmu. All the strong ones at home. What should the head of the family do? Some elders of the Duanmu family were all terrified. They stood on the side of Duanmu Leng, the deputy head of the Duanmu family, and they were all terrified. Qin Feng was in the sky above their Duanmu family leader, as if they were in an uninhabited land, killing dozens of elders one after another. Everyone was so shocked that they fell back into the distance and did not dare to get too close. I'll stop him with my men, and you go ask the ancestor to come out of seclusion. Duanmu Leng sent out the order. Qin Feng was so powerful that it exceeded their imagination. The other party's strength alone shocked everyone in their family. If word of this got out, his Duanmu family would become the laughing stock of the imperial city. An hour ago, Qin Feng had obliterated the prince and head of their family, and even eliminated nearly half of their elites and elders. At this moment, dozens of masters were destroyed in the sky above the Duanmu family. If Qin Feng could not be destroyed, the Duanmu family should stop hanging around here. Duanmuchang's cultivation reached the 9th level of the Wuxiang heaven. At this moment, he also felt that he could not stop Qin Feng. After all, one of the elders Qin Feng killed just now was also in the 9th level of the Wuxiang heaven. Such a power that destroyed the world made him feel heart palpitations. At this point, he could only ask his ancestor to come out. Qin Feng, even if you are the holy son of the Suzaku Holy Land, you are not the one who can act unscrupulously in our dignified Duanmu family. Duanmu Leng was suspended in the void, his face extremely solemn. Behind him were nearly 200 elders and 400 elites. These people are all the mainstays of their Duanmu family, and their strength is enough to raise a large sect to the ground. However, with such overwhelming strength, they were still frightened and unable to control themselves when facing Qin Feng. The Duanmu family is one of the 8 royal families in the capital of the Yan Kingdom. It has an extremely profound background. Before the ancestor leaves the border, he must first stop Qin Feng and stabilize the morale of the army. Deploy the demon-slaying array. Duanmu Leng's spiritual thoughts came out, and then, countless elders behind him transformed into streams of light, stepped on the mysterious method, and instantly surrounded Qin Feng. Qin Feng returned to Longma's back. He stood with his hands behind his back and looked at the demon-subduing array around him with a mocking look on his lips. For him, it was easy to break through this demon-subduing formation. Brush. The demon-subduing array was activated, and the elders of the Duanmu family joined forces to trap Qin Feng, forming a huge barrier. There was a huge pressure in mid-air, like a sacred mountain, making the space very heavy. Duanmu Leng's expression condensed. As the center of the demon-subduing array, he controlled the coercion to radiate towards Qin Feng. Bang! The pressure in the void came, and the terrible coercion acted on the dragon and horse, causing the dragon and horse to suddenly slide down and land on the ground. There was a loud bang and the whole courtyard shook. Duan Muleng smiled ferociously. He saw Qin Feng and Long Ma motionless and under great pressure. He thought Qin Feng was suppressed and immediately winked at the elders around him. In an instant, 8 elders emerged from the crowd. They were all in the 8th level of the formless heaven, and their strength was unfathomable. They were the core elders of the Duan Mu family. The 8 elders joined forces to attack Qin Feng with fierce soldiers, and their fighting power was extremely powerful. Qin Feng was in the demon-suppressing formation, and a cold light flashed in his eyes. The moment the opponent approached his body, he killed the 8 elders with the six-path sword. Chi. The six-path's immortal sword shocked the entire audience, and the spread of power made the demon-suppressing formation tremble and almost burst into pieces. Such strength was shocking. Be careful, this kid's weapon is at least an intermediate-grade weapon of immortal quality. Duan Muleng clearly knows the energy of the medium-level weapons of the immortal grade. If Qin Feng's weapons are allowed to show their full power, then the situation of the 8 elders will be very dangerous. When the 8 elders faced Qin Feng's six paths immortal sword, their faces showed serious expressions. They mobilized the powerful energy in their bodies, and the 8 of them were in a combined attack state, doubling their combat effectiveness. Small demon suppressing array. Qin Feng's eyes narrowed slightly, and he could see through the combined attack methods of the 8 elders at a glance. This small demon suppressing array can allow 8 people to function as one, increasing their combat effectiveness in a short period of time. It is very powerful. Don't overestimate your capabilities. The corner of Qin Feng's mouth curled up, and he struck out boldly without any mercy. The six-pathed sword in his hand was slashed out, and the red sword light spread across the sky, blasting open the void with the blessing of the 9 forbiddens. The expressions of the 8 elders changed with shock. The power of the Samsara sword technique was simply earth-shattering. The terrifying energy released was far more powerful than the 8 of them joining together. Quickly retreat. Duan Muleng rushed towards him, his whole body was full of momentum, and the strength of the Wuxiang 9 heavens was fully revealed. At this time, he had touched the threshold of the princes, and his true energy surged towards Qin Feng. If you want to stop me, dream on me. Qin Feng was filled with murderous intent, and he used the Samsara sword technique. With the blessing of the 9 forbidden techniques and the earth immortal technique, the power was directly increased hundreds of times. A red dragon tore through the void and slashed at the 8 elders. It was extremely powerful. The 8 elders were horrified to death. They felt the threat of death. They were all frightened and retreated immediately. However, the speed of the Samsara sword technique performed by the six paths immortal sword was too fast, and they simply could not stop it in time. The other elders could not be counted on even more, as they formed the great demon subduing formation and could not help at all. At this moment, the only hope was Duan Muleng, the deputy head of the Duan Mu family. However, Duan Muleng did not dare to resist the Samsara sword technique performed by Qin Feng. He avoided the sharp edge in a flash, waiting for an opportunity to use his killing move on Qin Feng again. The 8 elders saw that no one could be counted on, so they had no time to think carefully and used all their strength to activate the demon subduing formation to increase their own defense to the limit. Puff, puff, puff. Unfortunately, the power of the Samsara sword technique was so strong under the blessing of the 9 prohibitions that the 8 inner elders of the Duan Mu family could not resist it at all. Their own defense was destroyed in an instant, and the 8 elders were chopped into 16 pieces by Qin Feng in the void. The 8 inner sect elders of the Duan Mu family did not put up much resistance at all and were shot dead by the vanguard in the air in an instant. As the 8 elders were shot dead, 2 scratch cards appeared on the spot. At the same time, Duan Muleng's attack had arrived. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fa Shi. Chapter 466. Bullfighting. Duan Muleng let out a soft roar, his fists cut through the sky, with a stunning black brilliance, a bullfighting shadow appeared in his fists, and hit Qin Feng's chest. The terrifying light was displayed, and a dull loud noise was heard. However, Qin Feng's expression did not change at all. The so-called bullfighting boxing did not break his defense at all. However, the same punch also knocked Qin Feng back into the demon-suppressing formation. In the demon-suppressing formation, Qin Feng did not have any impact. The terrible pressure acted on him. However, his spirit was like the sea, and he was still as relaxed as strolling in the courtyard. Seeing this scene, Duan Muleng's face was extremely gloomy. The eighth elder of the dignified Duan Mu family died in front of him, which made him very angry. These 8 people were all his confidants, and their death was a huge loss to Duan Muleng. Without the support of the 8 elders, even if he could become the head of the Duan Mu family, his power and status would be reduced a lot. Boy, you have repeatedly killed the elders of my family. No one can save you today. You must die. Duan Muleng roared angrily, and a strange blood red flashed across his eyes. At this moment, his Xiangong was reversed crazily, and he was ready to use his trump card. The elders in the demon-suppressing formation were all silent. They were all frightened and scared out of their wits. As elders, there are a full 200 of them, and many of them have reached the 7th level of the formless heaven. However, when they saw Qin Feng's fierce appearance, their courage was frightened, and they couldn't resist at all. The 8 elders are already among the top beings in the inner sect, and their strength is only slightly weaker than Duan Muleng. The combined power of the 8 elders can even overwhelm half of the princes and make them invincible. However, with such strength, facing Qin Feng from the 4th level of Shenzhou, he had no power to resist. He was killed with one move in an instant, and they were no match for him. As for the 400 elites, they were all swarming in the distance. They were trembling all over and did not dare to get close to Qin Feng for fear of being blown to pieces by the energy light. Qin Feng's strength was so terrifying that it shocked everyone present. Even Yan Yun and others were frightened and had chills running down their spines. If they were at the 7th prince's residence, if they really wanted Qin Feng to take action and give him to the Duan Mu family, they would have died long ago without a burial place. Qin Feng is extremely talented, so we must fight for him. Even if we can't be brothers, we can't be enemies. Yan Yun secretly thought in his heart, with a look of surprise on his face. Qin Feng is really too defiant. If such a character grows up, he will have a place at the top of the ancient continent. Ox Demon Fist. Duan Muleng's eyes were fierce, and a terrifying aura burst out from his whole body. The true energy in his body surged crazily and turned into pitch black. As he punched forward, a dark fist mark appeared in the void. The fist mark turned into a phantom of a bull demon as the storm rose, shaking towards Diligent. As the fist seal blasted out, darkness fell over the entire palace, and the phantom of the bull demon exuded a monstrous aura, as if the bull demon king had descended into the world. Moo. The bull demon fist penetrated the void, the sonic roar shattered the void, endless ripples appeared, and the terrifying demonic energy swept across all directions, shocking everyone present. This new Mo fist exudes a shocking demonic energy, making the day here instantly become like night, proving that the new Mo fist is terrifying. Yan Yun and the elders he brought were all shocked. Faced with such a powerful force, if they faced each other, they would be killed and turned into scum in an instant. What a terrible fist mark. This bull demon fist is really terrifying. Can young Master Qin survive? The generals and elders of Yanyun Mansion were all talking about it, their expressions changing again and again. Qin Feng, you have no chance against my bull demon fist. Duan Muleng smiled ferociously, the Duan Mu family's mysterious skills were reversed, and the bull demon fist was extremely powerful. It surpassed the ordinary intermediate skills of immortals, and was countless times more powerful than a bulldog. As the bull demon fist seal was displayed, the sound of ghosts crying and wolves howling appeared in the heaven and earth, causing strange phenomena in the heaven and earth. Qin Feng frowned slightly. This bull demon fist was indeed good, but unfortunately it still had countless flaws and could not hurt him. A small trick, a vision of the God King. Qin Feng let out a soft roar, and the vision of the God King surrounded his body and turned into a golden bell, covering him. Then, under the shocked eyes of countless people, the bull demon fist hit Qin Feng's chest. The terrifying power made Qin Feng's golden bell tremble and almost burst open. That's it? A cold smile appeared at the corner of Qin Feng's mouth, and at the moment when the bull demon fist struck again, he punched out. Kunpeng's divine form was activated immediately. With the blessing of dozens of times of the 8 forbiddens, the martial arts of the low-grade Earth Immortal were extremely powerful and could destroy everything. Boom! A horrifying roar sounded, and the light of the lunar and sun intertwined in front of Qin Feng. The Kunpeng divine fist moved forward inexorably, and its ferocious divine form shattered the phantom of the bull demon on the spot. Hiss! Everyone present took a breath. Qin Feng's method was so terrifying. His punch was like an ancient evil beast coming to the world, or like a god coming down to earth. The sacred and the demon coexist. Duan Muleng saw that his bull demon fist was shattered in an instant, and his whole body became worse. The punch just now showed 10 levels of strength, and it was his lifelong skill, but he couldn't do anything to the opponent. Use whatever means you have. If it's too late, it'll be too late. Qin Feng sneered and said, withstanding the pressure of the demon formation, he stepped forward in the void, as if he were half strolling in a courtyard, relaxed and freehand, and pressed forward. Whoever dares to stop me will be killed. Qin Feng's eyes flashed with murderous intent. If he didn't directly defeat the Duanmu family and deal with it, he would face continuous harassment from the Duanmu family in the future, which would be extremely annoying. What a terrifying momentum. He obviously only has the 4th level of divine light, why is he so tyrannical? The elders of the demon subduing formation did not dare to move forward to block Qin Feng's footsteps. They were frightened and could not bear to resist. In their opinion, once Qin Feng is blocked, he will definitely be killed in the void by the opponent without mercy. What are you still doing? Come together. Duan Muleng roared loudly, his expression was extremely ferocious. If these elders could not stop Qin Feng's figure and let the ancestor come over, it would be a waste. I, the Duanmu family, have provided you with cultivation resources and given you extremely high status and treatment over the years. Is this how you repay my Duanmu family? Duan Muleng roared angrily, his face turned livid. The elder of the dignified Duanmu family was actually so miserable. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 467. The elders of the Duanmu family, you look at me, I look at you, all of them are determined in their hearts, they know in their hearts that the only way to stop Qin Feng is death. However, they have been worshipped by the Duanmu family for many years, and it is time to contribute. Otherwise, if it spreads out, they will not be able to stay in Yanbei. Kill. Dozens of elders came out, and they attacked at the same time. Countless flying knives and flying swords, interweaving with the light of death, pierced through the void and slashed towards Qin Feng. Bang! Qin Feng was fearless, and the flipping heaven seal in front of him shook out directly, turning into a huge mountain, towering into the sky, suppressing it. The flipping heaven seal covered half of the demon subduing array in an instant, and dozens of elders retreated quickly in shock, trying to escape. However, their speed was not faster than the speed of the flipping heaven seal, and they were suppressed by the flipping heaven seal in an instant, and there was no way they could survive. Puff. The power of the heaven flipping seal was extremely strong, and the terrifying light directly killed dozens of people into blood mist, shocking the other elders who wanted to take action. How dare a mere demon subduing formation show off its power in front of me? Qin Feng stood on the dragon horse, he sneered and stared at Duan Muleng, his fiery eyes shot out two golden lights, like two little dragons. It was extremely terrifying. At this time, Duan Muleng, who was in the ninth heaven of Wuxiang, swallowed countless pills with a determined heart. He had been blocked in the ninth heaven of Wuxiang for many years, and now facing the moment of life and death, he decided to force his way through, and swallowed countless pills at once. The energy of the pill was too violent. Duan Muleng looked up to the sky and roared. His whole body was full of true energy, and his whole person's momentum burst out. Kaka. The sound of shackles being broken sounded. Duan Muleng's momentum rose steadily. He really broke through. Half-step lord, I broke through and became a half-step lord. Duan Muleng roared to the sky, his whole body burst out with violent momentum, and his eyes flashed with ferocious cold light. He broke through to the half-step lord realm by force, and his strength increased exponentially. However, Duan Muleng's heart was not very happy. Although his strength was improved by this forced breakthrough, he felt a little uncomfortable and could only recover slowly in the future. Now, killing Qin Feng first is the most important thing. Qin Feng, prepare to die. Duan Muleng laughed coldly, his whole body burst out with murderous intent, and the bull demon fist crossed the sky and came to kill again. Now that he has become a half-step lord, the power of the bull demon seal is earth-shaking, and the power has increased several times. It seems that you still don't know the gap between you and me. There is no hope. Qin Feng moved, and at the moment when the bull demon fist came to kill, his figure floated, and the light of the moon and the sun bloomed. Duan Muleng became a half-step lord. Qin Feng no longer hid his incompetence. He directly used the 9 forbidden blessings. With the addition of the Earth Immortal technique, his strength increased hundreds of times. Previously, when Qin Feng used the Kunpeng divine form, he did not use the 8 forbiddens that were used when using the 9 forbiddens. Now, facing Duan Muleng, who was a half-step lord, Qin Feng used all the 9 forbiddens. The void whistled, and the huge sound waves shook the world, and the energy swept across the 10 directions. Boom! The moon and the sun intertwined, and a Kunpeng appeared. The terrible beast was reflected in everyone's eyes, making people feel cold and fearful to the extreme. Kunpeng's golden and black stripes bloomed, and the terrible power made the world pale, and the sun and the moon lost their light. The lower-level attack of the Earth Immortal was unparalleled, and it collided with the bull demon fist in the void. There were ripples in the sky, and the light burst rioted. The energy waves swept across the 6 directions and 8 wastelands, overwhelming the world. Duan Muleng was shocked when he saw this scene. He became a half-step prince, but he couldn't take Qin Feng. Impossible. Duan Muleng looked ferocious. He attacked again. The bull demon fist burst out with monstrous demonic energy. The energy swept the world, just like the real bull demon descended, with earth-shattering power. This was Duan Muleng's most powerful blow. He almost used all the energy of the half-step princes to decide the winner with one move. At the moment when the bull demon fist was blasting over, Qin Feng moved. Kunpeng's divine form flowed with the Taiyan and the sun. There was an invincible spirit of breaking the universe, moving forward. Boom! The void was trembling wildly, the Taiyan and the sun swept out, the bull demon fist collapsed, and the energy exploded directly, breaking into pieces. Duan Muleng's eyebrows were raised, and the cold light in his eyes was terrifying. His strongest attack was blocked by Qin Feng, which made him feel powerless. However, as the deputy head of the family, he did not lose his mind and forced himself to calm down. He had already sent people to capture Qin Feng's maid in advance, but Qin Feng's maid and others were too cunning, and his people had no chance to take advantage of them. Now it seemed that he had no choice but to wait for the ancestor to come out of retreat. Boom. However, Qin Feng did not give him any time to breathe. The Samsara sword technique was performed, splitting the void. Duan Muleng spit out a mouthful of blood and his face turned pale as paper. What a terrible sword energy! Duan Muleng's face was solemn. Qin Feng's swordsmanship was stronger than the Kunpeng secret technique he had just performed, which made him feel powerless. As the Samsara sword technique was performed, the unstoppable momentum directly crushed the void. The red light was like opening the door to hell. The terrible power made Duan Muleng's face pale to the extreme, and his heart was even more horrified. It's over. Qin Feng made a light sound, and the Samsara sword energy attacked and killed. Under the blessing of the Nine Forbidden, it was extremely powerful. At this moment, Duan Muleng was in a state of panic. He felt an irresistible crisis, trembling all over, and retreated to the sky at the first opportunity. Hurry up and save me. At this moment, Duan Muleng was panicked. He shouted for help, hoping that the elders of the demon-subduing array would save him. But those elders had already been scared out of their wits, and they dared not take a step forward. Suddenly, a hunched figure appeared in the sky, approaching quickly. "Young man, don't be arrogant." The old woman had a haggard face, and her vitality was exhausted, as if half of her foot had been buried in the soil, but when the eyes of all the people in the Duanmu family were focused on the old woman, they were all ecstatic in their hearts, and there was salvation. "Ancestor, help me." Duan Muleng also saw the old woman, and he was ecstatic in his heart, as if he had grabbed the last straw to save his life. "No one can save the person I want to kill." Qin Feng's eyes condensed, he stepped on the Nixian step and rushed over at once. Duan Muleng raised his head high, his face full of disbelief, as if he couldn't die anymore. Hiss. Everyone present took a deep breath, their faces were terrified to the extreme. This scene was too incredible. Qin Feng actually killed Duan Muchong, who was at the half-step lord level, in front of the ancestor of the Duan Mu family. It was too arrogant. How dare you? Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 468. Boom. Grandmother Duanmu of the Duanmu family attacked brazenly. She turned into a stream of light and attacked Qin Feng forcefully. The third level of the lords. Behind Yan Yun, an elder screamed. The ancestor of the Duanmu family was at the third level of the lords. Such strength was far above theirs. "You bastard, die." Grandmother Duanmu, the ancestor of the Duanmu family, descended from the sky. Her true energy surged out, and her terrible cultivation shocked the whole audience. Grandmother Duanmu was too old and looked like she was half buried in the ground. However, at this moment, she exuded a sky-high momentum. The divine power in her body radiated out like a furnace, as if the devil had descended. It was just the most ordinary rules, but when Grandmother Duanmu used it, the power was earth-shaking, and the world was shaking. Such a terrible power, rolling up the wind and clouds of heaven and earth, this scene made everyone present fall into fear. If they were facing the power of heaven and earth, it would be difficult to shake. Qin Feng's eyes were slightly cold. In a flash, he protected himself with the God King's Vision golden bell cover, and at the same time, he slashed forward with a knife. Boom! A violent sound roared out. Qin Feng looked at and felt the sharp palm wind, and his heart trembled slightly. This old woman was too strong and her strength was unfathomable. The energy like the vast sea surged, and Qin Feng was hit. Even if he had divine power like the sea, he could not bear it. He was slapped on the ground in an instant. With a boom, two buildings became ruins under the collision of Qin Feng, and the rocks pierced the clouds. Facing Qin Feng's sword light, Duanmu Temu of the Duanmu family did not dare to take it hard, because she just found that Qin Feng's swordsmanship was extremely strange. Even Duanmu Leng, whose cultivation reached the half-step lord realm, fell in an instant under the opponent's sword, which was enough to show that Qin Feng's swordsmanship was very mysterious. You know, when a cultivator enters the state of no form, his vitality is vigorous, his physical strength and blood are like the sea, and even if his head is cut off, he will not die in an instant. However, Qin Feng's sword light was too amazing, and it instantly shattered Duan Muleng's soul, which was like directly pulling Duan Muleng's soul closer to hell, which made Duan Mutemu feel incredible, so she didn't dare to hit him hard. Sure enough, the red sword light rushed past and affected several elites in the distance of the Duan Mu family. Those elites were instantly cut in half and died on the spot. Boom! Duan Mutemu's footsteps were mysterious, and she appeared directly above Qin Feng in an instant. She slapped Qin Feng again with her surging divine power, not giving him any breathing time. The earth-shaking palm wind exploded at Qin Feng, and large areas of buildings were completely reduced to ruins. The ground collapsed immediately, and endless cracks appeared, which was fascinating. What should the master do? Master, we can't stop the Duan Mu family's great-grandmother, otherwise we should retreat. Someone whispered that Qin Feng would not even have a corpse left if he resisted the attack of the Duan Mu great-grandmother. Retreat? Are you kidding? If I retreat at this time, what can I do to face the Suzaku Holy Land and Qin Feng's family? Yan Yun raised a cold expression at the corner of his mouth. He would fight for the Suzaku Holy Land no matter what. He raised his palm and raised it high, ready to join forces to save Qin Feng. The people in Yan Yun's mansion looked at each other. At this point, their master was still so stubborn. They really didn't know what to say. Go all out and make sure to protect Qin Feng, even if it's just a complete corpse. Yan Yun gave the order. He waved his hand, and the elders behind him rushed forward and swooped down towards the Duan Mu great-grandmother. Buzz. Suddenly, Qin Feng, who was supposed to be dead in the ruins, floated up. He was surrounded by the vision of the God King. The four divine symbols floated around him, lingering with terrifying divine light. Old man, I really underestimated you. The immortal will send you to death, and then destroy your Duan Mu family. Qin Feng said coldly. At this moment, his hair was stained with a faint luster, and his black hair was flying all over the sky, like a demon god. The aura around him became more and more brilliant and stronger. Boy, you came to die by yourself. Even if you are killed, the Suzaku Holy Land has nothing to say. Grandmother Duan Mu floated in the air. A dragon head cane appeared in her hand and waved forward. The dragon head cane flowed with black light and instantly turned into a black dragon. It was as heavy as 1,000 pounds and collapsed the space. It hit Qin Feng's body and wanted to knock him away again. The black dragon rolled in the void, drawing a series of trajectories. It has terrible demonic nature and extremely terrible absorption. Qi La. Qin Feng attacked forward, the 6 immortal swords, standing on the black dragon, making people's eardrums and internal organs all ring. The power is overwhelming. The two collided in the void, spreading a black abyss. That was the waves that appeared after the void was hit and collapsed, swallowing all the light around, making people tremble with fear. Qin Feng's heart was shocked. He was standing in the 9 forbidden realm, otherwise, he would not have only suffered minor injuries in the attack just now. However, with the blessing of dozens of times and nearly 100 times the energy, he was able to tie with this old woman. This person is really scary. The 3 heavens of the princes are really scary. Qin Feng's eyes bloomed with fiery eyes. He was one with the world. The vision of the God King was a bright moon on the sea, blessing his flesh, making him infinite power, overwhelming the world, incomparably solid and immortal. Swish. Grandma Dragon Boat Festival moved forward again. Although her body was stooped, her movements were extremely nimble. She transformed into a ray of light and moved at high speed. She continuously waved the dragon-headed crutch in her hand and penetrated the void. This old woman shuttled through the void, interweaving chi and reason, and shot out black dragon-shaped air pillars one after another. The energy in the sky was moving, becoming more and more unfathomable. Qin Feng stepped in the void, and the immortal step made him feel like he was traveling through the void. However, the demon-subduing formation suppressed him, making him feel restrained. The existence of the realm of princes can mobilize the energy of the world. Qin Feng, who was fighting the old woman, was in a terrible rhythm. The combat power of the 9 forbidden realms could not be fully unleashed, making him very passive. Grandma Tuanmu in the realm of princes, her whole body seemed to have turned into a small world, reflecting the will to control everything, making the world resonate and controlling the rhythm of the battle. Open it for me. Qin Feng shouted loudly, and the Six Paths Immortal Sword used the Samsara Sword technique. Under the blessing of the 9 forbidden swords, the terrifying sword light split the void. The Samsara Sword technique broke through the shackles, allowing Qin Feng to swim like a fish in the sea. His figure suddenly became several times faster, and he broke free from the shackles of the void in an instant. He became as relaxed as if he was strolling in a courtyard. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbspeed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 469. In the sky above the Duanmu family, divine power shone brightly, the combat power exploded in full force, and the deafening sound of the avenue spread out. Crack. The dragon-headed crutch in Grandma Duanmu's hand swept forward again, and a black light hit Qin Feng's head. Qin Feng turned his body and escaped the black light for a moment. However, the dragon-head crutch turned and hit Qin Feng's abdomen. The terrifying rhythm came again, which made Qin Feng's heart beat with fear. He felt the pressure of the demon-subduing formation in the void increase tremendously, as if the sky and the earth were pressing down, making him feel like he was falling into a quagmire. Fortunately, Qin Feng was in the 9 forbidden realm at this time, otherwise, he would not be able to dodge such an attack. Woo, woo, woo. The void was roaring, and the dragon-headed crutch in Grandma Tuanmu's hand was beating the void, causing a strong tremor to merge with the heaven and earth. The dragon-headed crutch he wielded was unhurried and unhurried, making every attack seem like a display of divine power. The power of the avenue was flowing, and the energy light waves all over the sky, like a roaring river, flooded towards Qin Feng in an instant, with overwhelming power. Not good. Quickly retreat. Not long ago, Yan Yun, who was about to take action, and all his generals were shocked in their hearts. Such a powerful blow made them change their colors. Although Qin Feng had created miracles many times in front of their eyes, at this time they felt that even a strong man in the realm of princes could not stop such an attack. Boy, you are still too young to compete with me based on your strength alone. Grandma Tuanmu struck hundreds of blows in an instant, causing the world to collapse. The energy of these hundreds of blows directly revived and fell down, like hundreds of black dragons dancing wildly. Qin Feng resisted with all his strength, and the sea water of the God King's vision emerged and swept towards the sky. In the sea of God King, 4 great beasts surrounded it, blocking the imprints from above. Boom! There was a violent collision between heaven and earth, and the light between the two people was bright, and an unparalleled terrifying attack broke out, spreading in all directions and sweeping across the world. There is a dozen or so small realm differences between Qin Feng and Grandma Tuanmu, and only he who stands in the 9 forbidden realm can stop the opponent's killing moves. Hundreds of thousands of black dragons were in the void, and they were stopped by Qin Feng's God King Hai. He was surrounded by qi and blood, Pango's blood was boiling, and the four great beasts of Qinglong, White Tiger, Suzaku, and Suanwei were surrounding him. Shocking! Qi Qinfeng used the Samsara sword technique to split the sky, and a red sky dragon caused a huge collapse in the void in front of him, swallowing all the hundreds of black dragons and disappearing into nothing. Boy, you do have a chance to stop me from attacking with all my strength. Grandma Duanmu's words were cold, and her heart was extremely uneasy. Qinfeng missed her by more than a dozen small realms, but the opponent had crossed a large realm and could actually break her killing trap. It was simply terrifying. This old woman is scary. In the distant void, the eyes of Suzaku and Yeyeching Chen were shining brightly. As Qinfeng's women, they were the two most powerful ones. They felt the energy light all around the old woman, and they were all frightened and felt powerless in their hearts. The rest of the Duanmu family are not of concern at all. Only Grandma Duanmu is the real trouble at hand. The light in Yan Yun's eyes shone brightly. Surrounded by 8 warriors from the 9th level without form, he had energy and blood soaring into the sky. If you want to seek death, just let your people do it. Grandma Duanmu turned around and glanced at Yan Yun coldly. She sensed murderous intent from all the people around Yan Yun. Old man, is the 7th prince also something you can scold? When the 8 warriors from the 9 formless heaven who were guarding the 7th prince heard this, their bodies were filled with soaring aura. They were all filled with righteous indignation and were about to take action. Brush. Suddenly, the Duanmu family shone brightly, and the terrifying pressure appeared again. In the back mountain of the Duanmu family, an old man with white hair and a shawl also rushed out. Light was lingering around him, and his body was also rickety and dry, but his eyes shone with golden light, and he was very energetic. The 4th level of the princes. The generals around the 7th prince all gasped. The Duanmu family actually had 2 masters at the ancestor level. Such a master is enough to severely injure everyone brought by their 7th prince, and can even level the mansion to the ground. Another one comes to die. There was a chill in Qinfeng's eyes, and he immediately sent a message to Yan Yun and others, asking them to withdraw from this area. When Yan Yun and others heard this, they didn't know what Qinfeng wanted to do, but he winked at the generals around him, and everyone took the order and instantly retreated hundreds of meters away, suspended in mid-air. Boy, all your people have been scared away, you are finished. Our Duanmu world has stood in the capital of Yan Kingdom for thousands of years and has not fallen. How can you provoke me? I don't know whether to live or die. The ancestor of the Duanmu family showed murderous intent. His eyes were very cold. He stared at Qinfeng as if he was looking at a dead man without any emotion. You come to die on your own, even in the ancient Holy Land, you have nothing to say. Grandma Duanmu echoed, her eyes were also filled with murderous intent. With senior brother here, even if Qinfeng becomes a monster again, there won't be any accidents. 2 old immortals, despite their age, are still so energetic. Let's see how I destroy you. Qinfeng sneered, looked at everyone in the Duanmu family around him, and shouted, you all come together. When Qinfeng finished speaking, all the people in the Duanmu family were stunned, even Yan Yun and others in the far sky were dumbfounded. All the cultivators present were very surprised, like fools, not to mention that all the people in the Duanmu family attacked together. Even if it was just Grandmother Duanmu, it would be enough to raise this place to the ground. At this moment, there was an old man in the 4th level of the feudal lords. With such strength, I am afraid he could walk sideways in the entire Yan Kingdom Imperial City. If these people come together, who can stop them? I am afraid that even the Holy Lord of the Suzaku Holy Land can't do it, right? Haha, Qinfeng, are you out of your mind? With your strength, you dare to let the 2 ancestors attack together, you are really overestimating yourself. Boy, you probably don't know how to write the word death. All the cultivators of the Duanmu family laughed out loud. A cultivator in the fourth level of the divine illumination was like an ant in front of the two ancestors. He actually let the ancestors attack together. I am afraid he is not a fool. Let the two ancestors attack together, are you worthy? The people of the Duanmu family talked about it, and all of them showed disdain on their faces. The two ancestors were so powerful that they challenged the two of them. It was really overestimating their own abilities. However, what Qin Feng said the next moment made everyone dumbfounded. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 470. I mean, let all the people of your Duanmu family come together. Qin Feng put his hands behind his back, floating in the void. His face was extremely calm. He had already banished his Mount Dragon horse to the far sky, not allowing it to approach this place. Although his Mount Dragon horse has the strength comparable to the 9th level of Wuxiang, it is afraid that it cannot withstand the two ancestors. All the people of the Duanmu family were shocked when they heard this, and then there was a thunderous laughter. Fool! Did you get kicked in the head by a donkey? Ha ha! The people of the Duanmu family laughed loudly, and even the two ancestors showed a smile on their faces. Then, the two of them showed a ruthless look, looked at Qin Feng in front of them, and said in a deep voice, "You don't need so many people to deal with you, I am enough." The ancestor of the Duanmu family had a confident expression on his face. He had reached the 4th level of the princes and practiced countless immortal level skills. If he couldn't kill the boy in front of him who had not even reached the Wuxiang realm, he could just hit his head and die. Brother, don't be careless, this kid is very evil. Grandmother Duanmu said in a voice transmission. Just now, she and Qin Feng had a tie. If her brother was careless, he would not get any benefits. Dare to provoke me, Duanmu family, die. The ancestor Duanmu made a move in an instant, and a phantom of a bull demon appeared in the void. The bull demon seemed to become real, covered with heavy magic patterns, and instantly tore the void and came to suppress Qin Feng. At this moment, Qin Feng was ready to use his trump card to destroy the two ancestors of the Duanmu family, including all the monks of the Duanmu family around him. It was at this time that Qin Feng suddenly found that he had stood in a mysterious territory. He triggered the God's ban at the most critical moment. Boom! At this moment, Qin Feng's eyes were surprisingly bright. He did not use Pangu's foot, but used the 6 immortal swords to perform the reincarnation sword technique. Under the blessing of the God's ban, the sword light was earth-shaking, and the red light made the world pale. It instantly tore the void and chopped forward. So strong! The two ancestors of the Duanmu family felt the terrible pressure. They were instantly frightened and attacked together. A black dragon and a demon bull in the sky turned into a huge totem and crushed towards Qin Feng. Bull Demon Black Dragon Picture. This is the supreme secret method of the Duanmu family. At this moment, it was used, and the two attacked together, and the combat power soared instantly. Boom! The bull demon and the black dragon merged into one, and the Dao diagram they displayed swept across the sky, blooming with the interweaving of Qi and Li, which was extremely terrifying and fascinating. This was a fierce collision. The 6 paths of reincarnation sword technique collided with the bull demon black dragon diagram, and the terrible energy burst out, causing both parties to fly backwards. Humph! Qin Feng groaned. As powerful as he was, under the blessing of the divine prohibition, his blood and qi surged, and he was impacted. Junior, die! The two ancestors of the Duanmu family shouted, and used the bull demon black dragon diagram again. This time, the power that spread out was several times stronger than before. Qin Feng's eyes were slightly cold, he stepped on the immortal step, and instantly avoided the sharp edge. The divine prohibition allowed him to transform to the speed of light, and he kept dodging in the void. The two ancestors of the Duanmu family pushed the Dao diagram, and they were full of murderous intent, chasing Qin Feng in the void. The bull demon black dragon diagram covered half of the courtyard of the Duanmu family. The Dao principles blended, crushing, and suppressing. It must be said that the two old men were like avocados soaring into the sky. In the domain of the princes, their combined combat power soared 5 times, and the crushed void was trembling continuously, like the light of destruction. The vision of the god King Qin Feng was around his body, and the 4 runes appeared between heaven and earth, also covering the 10 directions. His combat power soared hundreds of times in the domain of the god Forbidden. The red 6-path reincarnation sword technique made the world pale, and the 6-path immortal sword shattered the sky, as if to cut the world in half. Qi La. The bull demon black dragon diagram was instantly shattered by Qin Feng, and the terrible energy wave continued to move forward. Under the blessing of hundreds of times, the 2 ancestors flew across in an instant, coughing up blood. Although they were in the domain of the princes, and the combined attack technique greatly increased their combat power, they were still not comparable to Qin Feng's God Forbidden. The superposition of hundreds of times the power under the divine ban caused the 2 to fly backwards. In mid-air, they vomited blood again, and blood mist floated. Hiss. At this moment, all the people around them gasped. Qin Feng's strength shocked them all and made them look confused. And those people from the Duanmu family were even more stunned. They couldn't help themselves. Such a powerful strength, even their ancestors couldn't take it down, and they were all injured. All this made them almost think they were dreaming. The ancestor of the Duanmu family and Duanmu's grandmother had disheveled hair. They moved mysteriously in the void and appeared in the distance, avoiding the next slash of the reincarnation sword technique. Both of them were covered in blood. Jing Ai looked at Qin Feng in the distance uncertainly, and they were shocked inexplicably and had terrible thoughts in their hearts. They were more than a dozen small realms higher than Qin Feng, but they were still injured. This made them terrified and trembling with anger. Kid, I don't know what strange secret method you use to improve your combat power, but this must be used continuously and has a time limit. As long as I slowly grind you down, I can send you on your way. The 2 ancestors of the Duanmu family sneered at Qin Feng. Their expressions were ferocious and terrifying. Although they were severely injured by Qin Feng, if they in the realm of princes wanted to delay, they could still do it. Boom. The 2 took action again, and a phantom of a bull demon and a black dragon appeared in the sky and joined together, flowing out the most terrifying intertwining of qi and reason. The Tao map enveloped the Duanmu family and suppressed them forward. You want to drag me to death, do you think I will give you a chance? Qin Feng sneered. He stepped on the immortal steps, and his whole body was filled with golden light. Like a god, under the blessing of the divine forbidden city, he instantly shuttled through the void and slashed through it with the 6 paths immortal sword in his hand. Qi. The power of the divine restriction could not bear the void being broken open, spreading out endless ripples that made people feel heart-stopping. Ancestor Duanmu and Grandma Duanmu tore apart the space with the bull demon black dragon picture. They fled quickly, not daring to provoke them. At this time, Qin Feng was in the Invincible realm. The 2 of them did not dare to show any mercy at all. They were only prepared to buy time. When Qin Feng fell, they would turn around and fight back. However, they underestimated Qin Feng's speed. Qin Feng's immortal step, after triggering the divine ban, was faster than the 2 of them. Moreover, 4 major runes surrounded it, also like a Tao map, covering the world. Not good. The ancestors of the Duanmu family and Grandma Duanmu were all shocked, but it was already too late. They have a sea of divine power around them, trying to block Qin Feng's divine forbidden attack and escape.